I somehow managed to pre-order a Nintendo Switch 2, despite all the complications and technical issues going into it. Stick around until the end, where a hilarious story will take place, and I bet you will laugh. The day has finally arrived, April 24th, 2025. The Nintendo Switch 2 pre-orders were expected to go live that day at midnight, 12 a.m. However, me being on the West Coast actually gave me a slight advantage compared to everyone else. See, time zones in different areas have different times. The 12 a.m. time slot was for Eastern Time. The West Coast, which runs on Pacific Time, is actually 3 hours behind, if you will. So instead of the pre-order starting April 24th at midnight, 12 a.m., for me, it actually started April 23rd at 9 p.m., 3 hours earlier. So you might think, well, Awesam12, that was great news. You don't have to stay up late like everyone else and pre-order the Nintendo Switch 2. This should be easy. Well, you'd be very wrong. There were 4 major retailers taking part in this pre-order event, those being GameStop, Walmart, Target, and Best Buy. GameStop was different from the other stores, however. Walmart, Target, and Best Buy have their pre-order methods online, while GameStop granted access to pre-order the console in-store. Luckily, there was a GameStop not too far away from my house. Well, Awesam12, couldn't you go in person to this GameStop to save yourself the hassle of competing with everyone else online? This would be a good idea if it wasn't for my GameStop being permanently closed due to a fire. Sorry, that took a lot out of me. So GameStop was out of the question. I had to deal with the other 3 stores. I primarily focused on Target as the Walmart app would be glitchy, even more so with the non-stop pre-order requests that would ensue, and the nearest Best Buy from me was about a 30-minute drive. I logged into Target, got onto the Nintendo Switch 2 bundle page, and waited until 9 p.m. Pacific time. I talked about this in a previous video, but I was aiming to get the bundle as it would essentially be getting Mario Kart World for $50. As the minutes trickled down, I was literally sweating on my forehead and breathing all crazy. There would only be a short window where I could click the pre-order button and secure a Nintendo Switch 2. 9 p.m. finally arrived, but when I refreshed the page, disaster struck. The Target page said this item is not available. I thought to myself, how?
Even been 30 seconds!
However, after nearly 10 minutes, the button finally popped up and I clicked it, where I got bombarded with ads and ended up somehow selecting an Allstate $70 insurance plan. Whatever, we ball. I fill out my purchase method info, and I'm not telling you guys that, and select purchase. A blank white screen froze on the page, and I got hit with an error. Alright, no big deal. I tried again, still got hit with an error. I kid you not, for the next 15 minutes, I was getting non-stop error notifications. At this point, I was devastated. It was nearly 9:30 p.m., and I was so close. All I needed to do for the purchase to go through was hit the one button. As I continually refreshed the page over and over and over again, it somehow got rid of my purchase method info and I had to retype it all in. But somehow, some way, it finally happened. My purchase had been confirmed, the pre-order was successful, and my confirmation email was sent. Shortly after, I tried for a Nintendo Switch 2 Pro Controller, and it literally took 5 minutes and no error codes appeared. I got my confirmation email for that as well. Remember how I said to stick around until the end for a hilarious story? Well, here it is. I would say that through the Target website, I took 30 minutes to finally get it to properly function. Well, after confirming the Nintendo Switch 2 pre-order and running out of my room, my mom looked at me, all confused. She asked me, "What are you all hyped up about?" I responded, "Mom, I took over a half hour to pre-order a Nintendo Switch 2. It took me a while, and I'm just glad that I got it." Her face was puzzled, perplexed as to what I announced, and you'll never believe what she told me. My mom looked to my face and said, "It took you that long? I spent 2 minutes and just got it." I was shocked. After all the struggles and time and effort that it took to land me a Nintendo Switch 2, and here my mom just does it in a few clicks and boom, she gets it. What's even crazier is that she also did it in Target, and she avoided the errors. She also attempted this after my pre-order went through, so I guess we're gonna have 2 Nintendo Switch 2s? Hard to say. Thank you guys for hearing my crazy Nintendo Switch 2 pre-order experience. I hope everyone who wanted one managed to snag a pre-order, and if you didn't, womp womp. Just kidding, I didn't mean that. Awesam12 is out. Bye.